Ladies and gentlemen, it's a proud privilege for all of us that Honorable Chief Justice of India and Patron-in-Chief NALSA is gracing the occasion. Lordship has always been a guiding force for all of us. He has always stressed upon the need to develop strategies for enhancing the quality of legal aid and other things. आपकी करतल ध्वनि के साथ अभिनंदन करते हुए निवेदन Honorable Chief Justice of India for his address, please.
Sri Ashok Gehlot, Honorable Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Sri Kiran Rijiju, Honorable Union Minister for Law and Justice, Brother Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Judge Supreme Court of India, Executive Chairman NALSA, Brother and Sister Judges of the Supreme Court, Brother Justice S.S. Shinde, Chief Justice of High Court of Rajasthan, Patron-in-Chief of Rajasthan State Legal Service Authorities, Honorable Chief Justice of High Courts, Sri S.P. Singh Baghel, Honorable State Minister for Law, Brother Justice Manindra Mohan Srivastava, Judge, High Court of Rajasthan, Executive Chairman, Rajasthan State Legal Service Authority, Brother and Sister Judges of High Court of Rajasthan and other High Courts, Srimati Usha Sharma, Chief Secretary and other officials, members of NALSA, Member Secretary, National Legal Service Authority, Mr. Jain, law officers, judicial officers, Registrar General and other registrars of the High Court of Rajasthan, gracious spouses of brother judges, media persons, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome all of you to this 18th All India Legal Service Meet. No modern democracy can be disassociated with the observance of rule of law. The question is, can rule of law persist without the idea of equality? The idea of modern India was built around the promise of providing justice, social, economic, and political. This is a strand which flows throughout our Constitution and crystallized in Part 3 of the Constitution. Undeniably, the colonial justice system inherited by the independent India was outstepped with the social reality. If law and legal process continue to be a tool at the dispense of the privileged few, then the majority of the people would have sought justice in the streets. In a country like India, legal aid forms a core aspect of the administration of justice. Administration of justice is not an act which is accomplished by only within the courtrooms. It involves promoting and creating awareness about rights and facilitating social justice. It means creating a platform where parties can claim competing rights. Only when equal access and participation is ensured in the justice delivery system, the faith and trust of all shall be won. Therefore, access to justice came to be recognized as a fundamental right, as it is the key to defending other rights. In other words, unless people can access justice, they would be deprived of remedies in case of violation of their rights. A single violation of right or a single case can spiral into graver consequences quickly. An unlawful eviction may not only lead to loss of shelter, it may also lead to loss of livelihood, which may result in lack of access to food or health care. Without state intervention in such circumstances through legal aid, violators will never be held accountable and injustice shall prevail. Considering the significance of the state's role in administering justice, the Legal Services Authority Act was enacted in 1987, nearly 40 years after independence. The act was considered revolutionary, as it was much ahead of its time. After initial hiccups, we have now achieved great success. Now, our services have reached every nook and corner of the country Today, almost 80% of the population are eligible to claim the benefits of the National Legal Service Act. In fact, I will not be surprised NALSA becomes the largest service provider in our country. When I discuss the journey undertaken by NALSA in the past 27 years, in my interaction with foreign dignitaries, it generates great admiration. Even the world's most advanced democracies do not carry out legal aid at such a massive scale. This has been possible only due to the cooperation of all the stakeholders, the Government of India, state governments, judges from the constitutional courts to the district and taluk courts, panel lawyers, paralegal volunteers, and the staff of the legal service authorities. The success of NALSA and the legal aid movement is attributable to the joint effort of all involved. We are constantly evolving and learning from our past experiences. We are attempting to streamline our services and adopting modern tools and technology while maintaining our original goal and belief. In pursuance of the aforesaid goals, today we have released 4 schemes. Although NALSA was already undertaking activities in these fields, this will ensure much needed upgradation which will advance the cause of accessibility. Today, I am glad that 2 different initiatives for the benefit of the prisoners have been launched. In India, we have 6.1 lakh prisoners in 1,378 prisons. They are indeed one of the most vulnerable sections of our society. Prisons are black boxes. Prisoners are often unseen, unheard citizens. Prisons have different impacts on different category of prisoners, particularly those belongs to marginalized communities. The new initiatives under the ePrisions portal are a step towards transparency and expediency, keeping the interests of the prisoner at the core. Now, all relevant information regarding an inmate, such as the details of their incarnation and pending court cases, are just a click away. Another great initiative launched today is that e-mulaqats. Prolonged separation from family and society can have a detrimental impact on the mental health and socialization of an inmate. Through this initiative, the families and well-wishers of inmates can be in constant touch with them in each case. The e-parole application is another great initiative through which inmates can have continuity of social existence and interaction. A grave issue affecting our criminal justice system is the high population of under trials in our prisons. Out of 6.10 lakhs prisoners in India, around 80% are under trial prisoners. Efforts like the release UTRC at 75 brings back the spotlight on the necessity of continuously reviewing the existing under trials for their faster release. However, our goal should not be limited to enabling merely early release of under trial prisoners. Rather, we should question the procedures which leads to such prolonged incarnation in huge numbers without trial. Today, we have launched another new legal aid access management portal and mobile app. This would be of great assistance to the legal aid beneficiaries, as they will be sharing a common platform with the legal aid lawyer. This app will not only increase the efficiency of the case management, but will also lead the accountability and transparency to the handling of the case. The NALSA online mediation portal for commercial mediation is the first online dispute resolution platform in the government sector. We know that the government is the biggest litigator in the country. Now, through the NALSA online mediation portal, various disputes can be resolved through the ODR is in an inexpensive and time-bound manner. Over here, I would like to also commend the Supreme Court Legal Service Committee, which is also doing a stellar job in making its services available at the grassroots level by adopting modern technology. We must also appreciate the initiative taken by Justice Kanvilkar to modernize the existing services by utilizing new technology. The new litigant-centric approach of the Supreme Court Legal Service Authority will further enhance the cause of accessibility. Today, In addition to taking stock of the progress made in the past 3 years, we will also take the discussion of 7 different agenda items. The selection of the agenda items indicates the multidimensional approach of NALSA. I hope the deliberations that take place here will have far-reaching impacts on the lives of millions. But much needed to be done. The challenges are huge. In our criminal justice system, the process is the punishment. From hasty and indiscriminate arrests to difficulty in obtaining bail, the process leading to the prolonged incarnation of 100 trials needs urgent attention. We need a holistic plan of action to increase the efficiency of the administration of criminal justice. Training and sensitization of the police and modernization of the prison system is one facet of improving the administration of criminal justice. NALSA and legal service authorities need to focus on the above issues to determine how best they can help. Even when it comes to civil cases, particularly petty civil disputes and family disputes, they can be resolved by alternative dispute resolution methods. By using different services of NALSA, from Lok Adalats to mediation, justice seekers can achieve inexpensive and expeditious resolution of their disputes. The same will also reduce the burden on the courts. To make the work done by NALSA more efficient, user-centric, I want to highlight certain aspects that may be considered by the stakeholders during upcoming deliberations. Although we have a large number of network lawyers working with the legal service authority, it is very important for us to take feedback from the beneficiaries of such services. There needs to be active monitoring in order to inculcate accountability. I am very happy that we are launching several new schemes. However, I think it is time to reevaluate, take stock and determine whether the intended results are being achieved through the schemes already launched. Now it is high time we focus on the quality of our services. After all, the work done by NALSA is a constitutional responsibility. The interventions should result in satisfactory positive outcomes. It is imperative to modernize and streamline the existing services by adopting technologies. Over the past years, NALSA has successfully conducted nationwide awareness campaigns. However, this is just the beginning. We must be ready with the infrastructure to accommodate new justice seekers. We need to co-opt service-oriented youngsters for improving the quality of social legal services within the criminal justice system. The legal service authorities are under the able guidance and leadership of my brother Justice Lalit. Justice Lalit is known to be a forward-looking judge. I am moved by his efforts to spread awareness and outreach about the legal aid services relentlessly last 1 year. As far as our law ministry is concerned, I am running out of compliments for his fine gentleman. I hope NALSA will continuously get the benefit from his active association. I thank him wholeheartedly for all the support he rendered. I sincerely thank the Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Ashok Gehlotji, and the government of Rajasthan for hosting this event and extending the trademark Rajasthan hospitality. I am impressed with the way you have developed this beautiful city of Jaipur. I wish the Chief Minister and the state of Rajasthan the very best for his endeavors for the development of the state. I take the opportunity to appreciate the efforts put in by various stakeholders, the legal service authorities, the panel lawyers, mediators, and paralegal volunteers for showing immense flexibility and determination for the cause of justice. Every intervention is a clear indication of the important position you hold in our justice delivery system. I would also like to thank and compliment Mr. Jain, Member Secretary NALSA, for his dedication and hard work. I remember the time I brought him to NALSA from Rajasthan. I had heard a lot of good things about him, and he has lived up to them. Now, I would like to all of you to continue your deliberations on the agenda items and would seek your leave for the day. I wish you all the best. Before concluding my speech, it is my responsibility to react one or two things which Honorable Law Minister has mentioned. I am glad he has taken up the issue of pendency. We judges also, if we go outside the country or different parts of the world, we also face the same question: how many years a case takes place? You all know the reasons of the pendency. I need not elaborate. Already I indicated this in the last Chief Justice, Chief Minister's conference. You all know this main important reason is not filling up the vacancies, judicial vacancies, improving the judicial infrastructure. I will tell you the success story of NALSA. Now there are 5 crore cases pending in this NALSA this year. Lok Adalat, through Lok Adalat, pre-litigation cases, around 2 crores we have settled, thanks to Justice Lalit's efforts. And also pending cases, 1 crore cases we have settled last year. It's a great achievement. This is all the judicial officers and judges, from executive chairman to down taluk officer, they worked hard. Apart from working judicial duties, doing the judicial duties, they worked extra hours on Saturday, Sunday, and they have achieved this. So this is a successful story. Judiciary is always ahead of trying to resolve all these issues. Only I request is that the government has to take up this pendency of filling the vacancies as well as providing infrastructure. And NALSA is the best model, and it is a successful story. So on the same lines, we suggested judicial infrastructure also last Chief Justice, Chief Minister's conference. Unfortunately, it has not taken up. But however, I hope and trust again that issue will be revisited. And I thank Brother Justice Lalit for organizing this wonderful meet and encouraging all of us and to serve the people of the country and providing the legal aid. Ultimately, I will end my speech with Mahatma Gandhi's quote. I quote, "My notion of democracy is that under it, the weakest should have the same opportunity as the strongest," unquote. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
We are grateful to Honorable Mr. Justice N.V. Ramana for his motivation, inspiration, and guidance. As Patron and Chief of NALSA, Lordship has always encouraged us to take new initiatives for the benefit of the needy sections of the society. Thank you very much, sir.